Wow, what's a typical day? 111.
Where'd you start?
Do you not feel like there's no such thing as a typical day?
Yeah, because every day is
not.
almost different.
That's beauty of what we do. You never know what you're going to get.
You have to put your own feelings aside.
Yeah.
Focus
Stay
on
strong.
them.
And
It's all
it's
about
really
them.
easy in them sort of situations, like when you have situations like something you can really relate to getting motive.
Yeah.
But you just have to, like you say, cut it
Keep it.
out, stay strong, be there for that patient.
Yeah.
Because
I still relate that emotion.
The fact that once you've left here, you don't have to go home to do anything.
no.
Yeah.
You've done it all.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
And when you've had jobs where you've had a lot of pressure and a lot of responsibility,
Yeah.
although it is responsible while you're here and empowering
Yeah.
when you go home,
Yeah.
it has totally changed my life for the better. I know I've got a regular income coming in and I just feel totally relaxed. I've never felt more relaxed in all my adult life, I've got to say.
And it's helped me strengthen my own mental health
Yeah,
in a way.
'cause then
It really did help
how
me
you go on
mentally.
about your
you know.
life as well.
Yeah. Because people find it difficult thinking, oh my God, you know, you deal with other people's mental health, but you don't realise that, you know, helping other people, it
Helps
actually,
you.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the kind of like the quality of my existence has like really improved. Like it's a very much a worthwhile job that I'm not actually still, after a year and a half of being here, I've still not had a day when I've been like, oh, I don't want to go to work because of the content of the job. You know, I won't want to get out of bed because it's cold, but actually coming to work, and even on my worst days, I'm still like, I want to come here. If anything makes my life easier, because then I get to help someone when I feel a bit down. Do you know what I mean? I'd say probably like the ideal co-worker to sit next to me, like for example the person I sit next to. It's very much, especially in training, take on just take on feedback. Don't let your ego and pride or fear of doing it wrong get in your way, because you will be given every help you require.
I think one of the other things that is being able to multitask. People think listening and typing is easy.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do. That being able to multitask, I think that's something key that we need in here.
Listen, type, and talk about 3 different things
all
And
at
I
the
think
same time.
there's certain personal attributes that I'd look for in a colleague, such as being trustworthy, caring, hardworking, self-motivated.
Thick skin, I think, is a big
someone who
one.
can be a bit resilient.
Yeah, compartmentalise is a very big
Absolutely.
one.
And thinking about what kind of experience they might have had in past, you don't really need any experience because we train you everything. So as long as you're committed to taking on board everything that's said, you could potentially have a job that's flexible around your family.
But I do think that on top of all of that as well, you need to be able to work in like a high-pressured environment as well, knowing that these calls are important. You're willing
the next call random might be a category 1 call that you have to stay on the line with and give CPR. But then even if the call like really upsets you afterwards, there's support.
Communication is key.
And I think open-mindedness as well. So thinking back to 10 weeks training, how intense for that?
Yeah,
oh
very
my
intense.
Goodness. But so much to take on board. I can remember I had all my paperwork on like cards, and all my family were like testing me. So I think all my family knew like symptoms and signs of shock and, and stroke and everything. So it was really, really full on, weren't it? But they hold your hand every step of the way. They tell you what you need to know. There's so much information, and at the time you're thinking, how is this going to relate to job? But you absolutely pull on it all the time, don't you?
Variation of calls that we get such good variation of experience and skills, and I feel like then gaining that knowledge can open so many doors for you.
And I think for me as well, when I first started, like the first 6 months, I found it so difficult.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you do, but you need to give it time.
Yeah, it was taking calls, it was listening, it was working with a totally new system, all these computers, all these buttons, 2 screens, what's going on
3 or 4
here?
systems
Like,
at the same
press this
time.
button, do that button, don't say that, do say this. Whoa. It took about 6 months to really master it, and then between like 6 months and a year, that's when my confidence started to grow.
Honestly, same journey.
And then when I got to like a year, I was like, I think this is just for me.
Yeah,
and
you feel so confident doing it.
Absolutely.
Like you're not kind of like necessarily like arrogant about it.
No,
you still kind of
just feel
keep
like
yourself
you're in
check.
control with what you're doing.
Very much so, yeah.
we're all people who care about people.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, you just want to like help someone out.
Just care.
That's what makes it the perfect job for me.
I agree.
I agree.
Cool.